If you are suddenly feeling a bit overwhelmed by your Christmas to-do list, if the tasks are piling up and you're just not sure when you're going to get it all done and it's kind of stressing you out a bit, then this is definitely the video for you. Hi, I'm Lynn. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Very warm welcome if you're new here. I'm just propping you up here. If you're a regular, then welcome back. I've got something a little bit different today. I'm going to do something just more sort of casual vlog style today. Thought I'd take a little pause from the Christmas gift guides because I just was suddenly feeling just a little bit overwhelmed myself with everything that was suddenly on my to-do list. And I just thought, you know, there must be so many people out there that are in exactly the same situation. And so I thought, let's just pause together, reflect, check in with each other where we are on our to-do lists. And I've been on a little shopping trip the last couple of days and picked up some lovely bits and pieces. So I thought, well, I could share those with you, a little kind of mini shopping haul. And I was reviewing some video footage from last year and I came across all the footage of me setting my Christmas table, and that was on Christmas Eve, so I don't think I ever actually put that out. So I thought, well, that might be quite useful because people will be starting to think about, you know, you might be thinking about how you're going to do your holiday table, whether it's for Thanksgiving or whether it's for Christmas. So I'm going to share that with you today. If you followed my guide last year, my Christmas prep guide, there's a week by week guide. I've got a whole kind of video series. I'll pop the link in the description for this one. But it took you through week by week, you know, what you should be doing each week to kind of stay on track for a stress-free Christmas. Now, the reality is Christmas is never going to be completely stress-free, is it? And when we will get these weeks where we suddenly feel a bit overwhelmed and just with everything that there is to do. But in those times, I think what really works, or certainly works for me, is just take a pause, take a breath, go through the lists, see where you are with everything, see what, you know, needs to be done next, work out what the important bits are, what the less important bits are. And yeah, so it's just a bit more of a kind of casual, chatty vlog. So grab a cuppa, something cozy, and let's just spend a little time together, just taking a deep breath, taking stock, so that we can make the whole thing a lot more joy-filled and a lot less stressful. So, quick wee catch up on what's been happening around here. So, our weather, the temperatures have plummeted. So, I'm going to just take you into the garden and let you see. I've been doing my autumn cleanup, and let me just take you out here. So, yeah, you can see I've got all the pots and everything all emptied here. I'll see if I can find some footage. I think I shot some just before I started. But yeah, we've still got the big, huge crocosmias here. They still need to come down. But it's freezing out here today. You can see all the frost on the grass. Yeah, temperatures have just suddenly plummeted. But yeah, it feels good to get the garden cleaned up and starting to get things put away for winter. I brought all my garden cushions in from outside, so they're all piled up there. They all need to be washed and cleaned and put away for the winter. So let me just grab my planning sheets and we can do a bit of a review together. Sorry about the lights in here. We have these sort of hidden lights up in the ceiling cavity and they sort of flicker a bit on the camera, so I hope that's not too distracting. So I've got all my own printouts here, and yeah, if you're just new to the channel or maybe you didn't follow the program last year, basically it's just a week by week task list. We've got week 1, week 2, week 3, just with a series of tasks that if you kind of follow through week by week, it will keep you on track, and then by the time Christmas comes, you will have covered everything and have it all done, hopefully. But when I printed them all off, what I realised was that they're not actually dated. So I'm going to go back through the master copies and put a date assignment beside each week, if that makes sense. So week 1 should be somewhere around the 15th to the 21st of October, finishing with week 10, which is the last one, which should be your week before Christmas, the sort of 18th to the 24th of December. And I think that will help us all. If you're jumping in the middle, for instance, like let's say that you're just starting to follow the program now, and you think, well, when is week 4 and week 5? So it will have the date. So week 5 should be 13th to 19th of November, there or thereabouts. So you'll know that you can go through all of the checklists of the weeks leading up to that, tick those off, and just catch up with the program. So I'll jump back and do that. So hopefully by the time you see this video and you print the lists off, they will have dates against each week. So where are you with all your prep? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me just prop you up here for a minute. How are you getting on? How is your gift buying? Oh, it's a bit dark there. How is your gift buying going? Are you got your turkey ordered? Have you got any new decorations? So yeah, I just had a lovely little shopping trip for 2 days with my sister. We used to always do a shopping trip, my mum and my sister and I, and we would once a year, we would always go for a day somewhere and have a nice shopping trip. And we did it for years and years. Gosh, I mean, my oldest son is turning 34 this weekend. And yeah, I think, since I had littles, we always did it. And sadly, we lost mum 3 years ago come Christmas, and my sister and I decided that we would carry on the tradition. Mum always loved Christmas, and it was a day that I know that she loved. Getting to go shopping with us girls, and we would have so many laughs. And so my sister and I decided, kind of as a way to honour mum, but also just because we thoroughly enjoyed it too, that we would just carry on the tradition. So we've just spent 2 days away getting lots of Christmas shopping done. And yes, I've got quite a few gifts ticked off the list. And I managed to pick up a few bits and pieces in particular in one of the stores, Sostrene Grene, I think it's called. It's quite a new store in this part of the world. It's a Danish store, I believe. And I think they've just actually opened one where I am in Edinburgh, but I haven't managed to actually visit it yet. But we were shopping in Newcastle, and there is a store there. And yeah, I managed to get quite a few lovely little bits and pieces. So let me share my little shopping haul with you. So yeah, a couple of bags worth from Sostrene Grene. It's very, very affordable. As I say, I think it is Danish, and very kind of Scandi design if you haven't come across them already. But yeah, let me just go through the bags. I've got the receipt here as well, so I'll try and run through, just sort of roughly what everything cost as well. So the first thing that I picked up was a pack of lovely napkins. Just like to have some Christmas napkins out, just throughout the festive season. And I'm not going to be able to read this without my glasses. So let's see, how much were the napkins? So yeah, £2.63 for the napkins. So that's pretty good. Then what else did I manage to find? So I got, that's the other thing, is that you are able to wrap all your own items in this store. So they keep the flow going at the till they don't wrap it for you. They just give you everything back in your basket, and there's a wrapping station over to the side. So yeah, you can just go and wrap all your breakables yourself, which is great. So I got this tiny little Christmas tree, and then there's a bigger version as well. Let me just find that. So here's the slightly bigger version. So I just thought these were really cute. Just, popped on a little side table, or just, maybe on the corner of the breakfast bar, that type of thing. Now let me see how much these were. So yeah, the larger tree was £3.28 and the smaller tree was only £2.66. Then I also got a similar kind of theme. This little pine cone, and I think there's a larger one as well. Yeah, so there's the larger pine cone. You can see that. So, like I said, similarly with the trees, you can have just, and the thing with the pine cone decor, which I think is great, is that, and actually the same with the trees, they're not really limited to Christmas because these trees are not sort of overly Christmassy, they're just like winter trees. So I think that I'll be able to keep this decor out, you know, well beyond Christmas for my kind of winter decorating. But yeah, let's see how much the pine cones were. So the cones were 268 and 178. I mean, that's just unbelievably inexpensive. And yeah, they're ceramic. So yeah, loving those. I loved this. So I got this little house, which is put a tea light in the back. Um, Very kind of Dutch, Danish sort of style of house. But yeah, I love this one. And I think this was 9 something. Let me just check. That was £9.34 for that, which I still think is very good deal. What else did I get? So I picked up some gift tags. Picked up these 2 packs. I like just plain gift tags because if I've got a pattern paper, I like the gift tags to be kind of relatively plain. So I got 2 packs of these. I think one is red, gold, yeah, just red and gold, and then there's some silver in the back. And then these are green and gold and silver and blue in the back. And there are, how many? So there's 24 tags in each pack. And let me just see how much these were. So each pack of those gift tags was £1.68. So £1.68 for 24 tags. And then I also bought these little packs of tags, which are just a lot more kind of natural. And what do they say? So these ones say, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. You can see those. And then they also have some that are just kind of just gold. It looks like a berry and pine leaf design on the back. And there are 8 tags in that pack. So that was £1.92 for the 8 tags because they're the kind of craft style. But yeah, £8 for 8 tags for £1.92. I still think that's very good. Yeah, so I picked up 2 packs of those. I also picked up for one of the Christmas stockings. I've got, I think, one of my boys is a real foodie, and as is his fiance, so they might end up with something like these. And they are lemon thyme and sea salt. So just like a little pot of that, fresh and zesty. And then this one says really garlicky, roasted garlic and sea salt. And these were £2.98 each. Great little stocking filler. I also got this candle, which I just loved. It's in the jar and it says treasure all the merry moments, and smells incredible. Oh, just a lovely, gentle kind of Christmassy scent. But I just love the little smoked jar. And that candle, so for that size, it's quite a decent sized candle. That was £6.14 for the candle. And then the last thing that I saw that I picked up were these, unwrap this here, were these glass icicles. And I saw a video on YouTube, here on YouTube, where someone decorated their tree with these and they just looked stunning, just a gorgeous finishing touch. and I think I got 12. I think each of these were £2 something. Let me just check. Yeah, so each of the glass icicles were £2 and 8 pence. So yeah, as I say, I got 12 of those to hang on the tree just as a little finishing touch. Yeah, so that was my little Sostrene Grene haul. But if you've got a branch near you, I'll have to have a look and see where they are, because it is one of these stores that's just kind of snuck up on me. And yeah, they definitely seem to be expanding here in the UK anyway. So if you have got one, or if you are in the Edinburgh area, then yeah, as I say, I'm sure, I believe one has opened in Edinburgh. So yeah, go and check it out. But their prices are incredible. The other thing that I picked up on my little shopping trip, which wasn't gift related, was this lovely cushion in good old TK Maxx Home Sense. This gold and silver Christmas tree kind of accent cushion. I tend to do my Christmas trees, most of the decor is gold and silver baubles and mix of gold and sort of mixed metals. And I just thought that would work really well with, that kind of colour scheme. And yeah, it's just beautifully beaded. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if the camera is going to focus on the beading there. But yeah, just all kind of beaded detail and typical Home Sense TK Maxx prices. That one was all of £19.99, but that was definitely one of those can't leave it behind uh, type moments. I'll need to find a way to get this home on the train, but I did manage it. But yeah, I'm excited to be able to put that cushion out when it comes time to decorate. So another thing to be thinking about just now is how you are going to do your table for Christmas this year. Any of you out there like me that loves to do a nice tablescape, it's time to be thinking about, what you're going to do for this year. And if you've been following the channel, you'll remember that earlier this year, my husband had a big birthday and we threw a special dinner for him. And I put together a black and gold table theme for that event. And it suddenly occurred to me that I've still got all the decor for that. And while I did black tablecloths for that event, I don't probably want to do black tablecloths for Christmas. But last Christmas, I did a sort of green and gold and kind of red theme. So I think I'm going to try and merge the two this year. So what I'll do here is I'm going to pop some footage in from the birthday dinner so that you can kind of get an idea of how that was. So let's have a look at that. And then I'll jump to me decorating my Christmas table for last year. It was Christmas Eve, and I just filmed it as I went. So I am just in my casual gear, dotting around, decorating my Christmas table. But yeah, I'll talk you through how I did that and some of the elements that you might want to think about for your table this year. But yeah, you'll have to wait until I decorate for Christmas 2024 to see how I managed to merge the two themes. But let's have a look at it, because it will hopefully just give you some inspiration for your Christmas table, or maybe you're doing a special New Year dinner and the black and gold theme might work really, really well for a New Year dinner. Or maybe you can replace the black with, quite often you see a dark navy, like a midnight blue and gold or midnight blue and silver theme for a New Year dinner. So let's take a wee look at that footage and see if I can give you some tablescape inspiration. Started with the black cloths, just making sure that I've got the centre for putting the cloth on. Got a little bit of a helping hand with this. We did rent in some chairs for this event just to make it look extra special. And yes, that is me measuring to make sure that I've got everything perfectly centred. The charger plates were my Christmas ones and I just ordered extra. I had some gold anyway, so I just ordered extra for this event. And the roll down the centre of the table is again just a roll from Amazon, and some picks that I ordered in black and gold from Amazon too. Ordered in some inexpensive black napkins and gold napkin rings that I knew I would be able to use again for Christmas. I think I had some already with my Christmas decor and I just ordered extra for this event. And some little table place names, again, partly why I went for gold in the theme, because I knew I could reuse everything at Christmas time. So this was how the table came together so far. There's no cutlery or silverware on the table. Oh, there it is. The caterers brought all of that and the side plates too. But I just loved the way it turned out. There's a whole video on this transformation, which I will link in the description box below. But yeah, I'm going to reuse some of this for my Christmas tablescaping. And my tablescape from last Christmas. You can see what a difference it made with the gold chairs for the party. These are just my regular dining chairs. Dark green tablecloths, which I picked up in TK Maxx last year. These were Ralph Lauren. And the same gold chargers that I then added more to for the party dinner. The same candlesticks that I used for the party dinner. Again, going with the gold theme just lets me reuse so much. I do love a pretty glass on a table. Again, these were a TK Maxx find. And then layering up the plates, even if you have to whisk them away to serve up, I think it makes such a difference to your table when you've got some dishware on the table. And just adding some pretty Christmas napkins just as a little finishing touch. Some gold candles to be added. And this was how it turned out. I added some Lindt chocolate crackers to the table as well, because they were red and I wanted that little touch of red. So a couple of things that I have done this week which have been incredibly useful as far as the whole kind of Christmas planning thing is concerned, and that is that I went back and looked at my review from last year. Now, if you were following the programme last year, you'll remember that one of the things that we did was that we did a Christmas review. So after Christmas, we sort of looked back over everything, what went well, what didn't go so well, what do we need to do more of next year, what do we need to do less of, and all of that stuff. And so I now went back and sort of looked back at my review for Christmas 2023, and it was so useful. There were some really practical things in there that I didn't remember that I had done. So I had kind of written a note, sort of note to future self, about my stock of my wrapping paper and gift tags and that type of thing. So it said in there, you've probably got enough wrapping paper, you could use some more gift bags, and you need some more gift tags. So I knew right away what I needed to get for this year. I wouldn't have had to pull everything out. I did do that in the end because I wanted to kind of give the boxes a good clear out. But yeah, it was just really, really useful, having that information right at my fingertips. And yeah, I did. I went through all my old gift bags, all the ones that I thought, why am I keeping this? Because I don't like it. I'm not going to use it. It's a bit bashed or whatever. So that I could see, what I really had. But just adding those notes in from last year was really helpful. The other thing that I had put in there as a kind of note to future self was I had just kind of bought excess food last year. And one of my notes to future self was, don't bother with all the just in case food. And if I hadn't written that, I probably would have already, been going around the grocery store, sort of picking up extra things just to have for Christmas. But because I had done the review last year, I realised that a lot of them ended up going to waste and we just didn't use them. So that was just incredibly useful to have that information. There was also some information in there about the kind of gifts that I had bought and just some ideas about tackling the gift buying and, how much I should be spending and what type of gifts to get for this year. So that was all in there. So yeah, that's what part of what I've been doing this week is going back and reviewing my review of Christmas 2023. So yeah, I think that's just, that all helps. So if you were following the program last year and you did do a review of 2023, make sure that you go back and have a look at it, because there'll be some great little, nuggets of information in there that will help you in your planning for Christmas 2024. So I decided to switch up the corner of my kitchen island and try out some of the pieces that I had picked up at Sostrene Grene, along with some greenery branches that I already had. So have a look, let me know which combination you preferred, because I try out lots and lots of different ones. I was actually quite amazed in the end that just how many different looks you could get with just a little number of, decor ornaments and accents. So yeah, pop it in the comments below which combination, once you see me try them all out, is your favourite. So I feel like I've had a right little proper catch up with you all today, a little coffee and a chat and a good old catch up. And hopefully this has been helpful for you, and just to sort of let you know that you're not alone at this time of year when, there's just so much to do. For me, often it's not actually the Christmas related tasks, it's when the other life stuff, I can keep on track with the Christmas stuff, but then you start, putting other life stuff on top of that. And trips, I've got another trip coming up this coming weekend, need to get ready for that, family birthday, other, friends' birthdays, all that still goes on, even although Christmas is fast approaching. So hopefully this little check-in with you all has just let you know you're not alone, keep you on track, giving you a bit of inspiration. So keep going with it all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.